Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sheldon. The head is big for a reason. This is Parenting Unplugged. And shouts to everyone on the platform that has been supporting. Yes, we've seen the comments. The last time, the video that we did about the power of words, someone came in that she showed the video to the mother or the father, and the parents apologized. Yeah, I was surprised though.
How powerful is that?
Normally, African parents don't apologize. Yeah. So if our video has affected that change, and we are going to win a Grammy soon, or the Emmys, or the Oscar. But yeah, so you see, people are giving us positive feedback, and that is why we come and sit here all the time to talk about some of these things. Now, I'm here with Mrs. Barbara Chumberima, the beautiful Mrs. Barbara.
Thank you. I'm good.
Where did he?
Where
did he? And I bet you bet Kasacho. You bet Kasacho. We are sure.
But I'm okay.
We're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes, I'm here with Mrs. Barbara Chumberima, founder, creator of Parenting GH. So yes, check the Parenting GH, social media platforms. She's been busy posting a lot of content on the platform. So check it out. All right, so Mrs. Barbara Chumberima. On this episode, we are talking about the act of kindness and teaching our kids out there that, going your way to be kind to people will go a long way to, help them brighten their day or their lives or whatever. Yeah. So I want us to start a conversation from the homes or from the house, because, if you are trying to teach them the act of being kind, then we as parents or, people as parents, they are supposed to live it. You are supposed to embody it so that they will learn from. So the act of kindness from the home, what is your perspective? How do we go about it?
I think it's very important. Okay. Especially when you have people that live with you. Okay. If you are unkind to them, how are they supposed to be unkind to your children? Okay. A few years ago, there were several videos out there online where nannies were maltreating. Is that a word?
Maltreated.
Maltreating. No, not treated. Maltreating, right?
Okay, yeah.
Or being really unkind to other people's children that they were taking care of. Yeah. Like beating them, hitting them with things. And it went viral, right? But I just feel like sometimes there's a story behind it. It's wrong. Yeah. Period.
Because, yes, that's what I was coming to say. I don't see the level of unkindness that people would be to you for you to, hold a kid, like, let's say.
Oh, no one there is different.
Yeah, they will use sticks.
No, that's sick. Yeah. But I'm saying that some people are unkind to their nannies or their helpers, unkind, but then they expect them to treat their kids with kindness. Okay. It doesn't work like that. If your home is fostered in kindness and in love, for the most part, most people would adhere to it, unless the person is just crazy and out of just crazy. Yeah. There are people who are like that, right? But if you're kind, you treat them with respect and fairness as far as wages are concerned, then they too will come into work and treat your children with love and respect. So that's my take on that. As far as showing kindness to your children in the home or to your people that work for you.
Okay. But then the other side, the kids, let's say the kids that your kids. So as I said, we are supposed to teach them how to be kind to people. Yes. How do we go about these things?
So the basics. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Like thank you when you do something, when anybody gives them something, be the nanny, whoever gives them something, they have to acknowledge it with a thank you. Please. You don't shout at somebody just because you see just because somebody works for you. That's not mean you have to disrespect them. Okay. Right? Kids are very smart. They see the hierarchy in the house. They know that this is my mom and you are Sebi, a worker. Yeah. Right? So, but if they see you treating this person with respect and acknowledgement and showing them kindness, then they are inclined to do the same thing to the person. But when they see that your mom or dad comes home and is like yelling and calling the names and stuff, then they lose the value of respect for the person and they do the same thing to them. So, go ahead.
But would you allow your nanny to reprimand your kid?
To some extent.
What is the extent?
If my child is acting in a way that is not correct, you can tell them to stop what you're doing. They can be stern with my kids. They're allowed to be stern with my kids. Okay. The only thing I don't allow is don't touch my child. That's it.
Touch as in beats.
As in beats. Okay. Yeah. And then once people live in our home know that we don't play with words, obviously. Yeah. So there's certain things that you won't say to my child. People play around and say that, you are shame on you. Yeah. We don't do that in my home.
You don't do that. Shame on you.
No, we don't use those words in my home.
Oh, but shame on you. They say shame on you.
No. Why you shame on your child? Why would you say shame on somebody's child?
I mean, what you have done is shameful.
So that, like, once again, back to that words,
okay,
right?
Yeah, the power.
What you have done is shameful, but there's no shame onto the child.
How then would you want the nanny to reprimand the kid? You don't want the nanny to use shame on you,
yes,
or this.
Yeah.
So then, how then do you go about it in order not to look like, or in order not to sound or look like you are being, too knowing or whatever? Not to, make it look like, hey, you know how to raise your kids. You understand?
Not only me, I know how to raise my kids. Let's just put that out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know how to.
No.
Okay. All right.
I believe in the idea of community. We're all doing this together. It takes a village, right? I'm a firm believer in that.
Okay.
Yeah, but just tell my child to stop what they're doing in a stern way, so they know that they're misbehaving. But don't use certain words on my child, and use kindness in treating my children, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, just don't
go overboard. Yeah. The other side, you made mention of the fact that if they are being paid well and you give them, do you think these things like giving them the good food and paying them, putting them on proper salaries and things, this will go a long way to help? I
believe that it's all part of the kindness.
Okay.
Showing humility to each other, because at the end of the day, even if somebody's working for me, we're all human, right?
Yeah.
There isn't a if I'm bleeding, I don't bleed gold, and they don't bleed. We all bleed the same color. We're all human, basically. The only thing is that sometimes in life, some of us do better than others. But then even that can switch.
Okay.
Anything can happen in life. So we're all equal, right? People have money, but they choose not to take care of their workers. People are so unkind. I've heard stories where workers don't share the same food in the house. They have to eat their own food.
Yeah, you
that
have
alone
to sit
speaks volumes.
in some corner.
Sit in the corner. Don't eat what I'm eating. If I'm eating rice, you're going to eat kinky, and for the rest of the week.
So all is carbohydrate, right?
Right.
Yes.
But
so if I'm eating rice and you're eating cake, we are eating carbohydrate.
But you're telling me that we're not the same people. So I'm better than you, in my opinion.
Okay. So in your opinion, if in the house, I buy rice for myself, fried rice, and I buy you kinky with fish, with onion, sardine, everything. Because there is disparity.
But why would you not give them the option? My home, they have the option.
Okay, so options.
Why would you want, if you're going to eat, when I go out and I'm coming home and I buy food to bring home, everybody in my house eats the same thing I'm eating.
Okay.
I'm not going to say I'm buying fried rice for me and my kids.
Okay.
And then come home and have my nanny eat something else.
So then again, giving them options to go a long way to help, right?
Yes, but they're human. Why would you not? That's what I believe in, personally. Right? Why would you not? And my mother taught me that. Growing up, some people come to our home and see how we interact with people that live in our home. And they'll say, why are you doing that? Why are you giving this person? My mom is actually different.
Your mom is cool, though.
My mom is the best.
Yes.
I have the best
mom.
Her
mom is my friend.
My mom was your friend first before you became my friend.
The woman actually DM'd me. She came to my DM. Yo, Sheldon, I've seen this video. This is how you're supposed to do it. Don't say this. Bro, proper policing. Like, this is how you're supposed to. You don't know, man. Her mom is the coolest. Anyway.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. But do you know, in my mom's home, people that come to help us are allowed to take their own food. Like, when we finish cooking, they serve themselves. She doesn't serve themselves. Go and make
yourself comfortable.
It's not about comfortable, but just eat what you can eat. Basically, I'm not gonna starve you or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But once again, and whatever works for you.
Okay.
But I think so overall, an act of kindness or a genuine act of kindness goes a long way in the atmosphere of your home.
In the course of being kind, there have been instances where people, were kind.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what they received from being kind, I don't think they will ever be kind again. So in that instance, like I give you all these things, options, just be who you want to be in this house. Then in the end, there is an element of
and it's not be who you want to be, like free for all.
I'm just saying.
There are boundaries.
Yeah, there are boundaries because, of course, as you said, everyone get the way they do for them a house.
Yeah.
Everyone has ways and means way they manage them a house. So you can't just, But at the end of the day, we give you the flexibility to operate. Then in the end, you are disrespected. You are, taken for granted. How then do you navigate in order not to look like, oh, Charlie, this woman, then because when they go out there, they are going to pass, oh, this woman was this and this and that. How do you tackle some of these? Like, okay, in a situation where, like, this one
but that's life. That's life. You can be kind and somebody else will not appreciate your kindness, right? Okay. But I'm not doing it for somebody else.
Who are you doing it for?
I'm doing it for me, my conscience, and the person I am. This is my value. I believe in kindness, period.
Okay.
So however you receive it, it's on you. And I've learned people don't know how to take. Some people don't have boundaries, and some may take it overboard. You know, and that's when the discussion comes in, and then you lay your regulations, like what you believe in your home, right? But when it comes to people's behavior, I can't control it. But doesn't mean I'm going to stop being a kind person.
That's what I was
just
asking.
because someone's reaction towards my kindness.
So it doesn't affect.
It doesn't affect me. I'm going to be kind regardless, right? But by God's grace, we have people around us right now. When I first came to Ghana, I went through like about 3 or so nannies before the one I have right now, simply because of behavior, patterns. And I don't blame them because they don't know any better.
But then how do you scout for your nannies though?
It's been word of mouth. The first 3 were through an agency. So we didn't know them. We didn't know their backgrounds or who they were. But I still took, the chance to give them a chance, right? And then they'll come in and some take advantage of the situation, right? And then I have to let them go.
How did you handle letting them go?
Oh, I don't, but why not? If something is not working out and we're not on the same frequency, I guess, the same energy, it doesn't feel right, then it's very easy.
How do you work them out? Like, let's say.
I don't work them out.
Okay.
I just tell them, listen, we're just not vibing in our family right now. My kids you're not smiling, you're not kind, you're not friendly. It gives them that, there's a tension, you have tension going on, right? It's not working out for us, so, we have to let you go.
Okay, so with regards to the kids, so I don't think, the act of kindness is supposed to be, be the sole responsibility of, your parents or the home teaching you. I'm sure, it has to extend to like the school environment and everywhere. Yeah. Now, I think about 2 days ago, I saw a video of, a group of kids performing a song, a popular song in Nigeria. There was this kid holding a mic, singing, and she wouldn't share the mic with anyone. Anytime, a kid will move to her like, let me... He go shagam of like pushing people. Like she wanted to be the center of attention at that age.
Yeah.
So
how old was this child?
Oh, about I think 6.
Okay.
Very, very young.
Yeah.
So people came in the comment section and said, nah. The way she's pushing people away, trying to be the center of attention. So you see, so it means the environment too, they play a very, pivotal role. It's important.
Yes.
Like the environment that they are exposed, let's say the school environment, the home, everywhere. We just have to make the conscious effort to make them know that this is what you do. This is why you should share. This is why you are supposed to say thank you, right?
But then again, I was talking to a friend of mine a few days ago.
Yeah.
And she was telling me that, shout out to Christina. She was telling me that, she's a very kind person. My friend is very kind.
Yeah.
And she has a daughter who is not kind at all. But I think it's just a stage, a developmental stage.
I think it's a stage.
An understanding of things, right? At this level, sometimes they don't really know. They just act on selfishness. Human beings are born selfish. We think about ourselves. And then as we develop and we grow, we learn, right? I think. That's my
How are you going to teach such a kid to share the mic, share this bread?
So it's constant practice, right? My son, my son, he knows to say thank you, please. But there are times when he forgets. I've been doing this since he was a kid, but he's still forgetting. But I'm not going to stop because eventually it's going to stick. Every child develops differently. Every child sees things differently. So I think it's just practice, constant practice. Repeating yourself. Every time they do something that doesn't show kindness or whatever, you have to let them know why it's important to be kind. So like my kids, sometimes they'll ask me, but they'll go somewhere and someone will do something to them and then they'll say something about the person, and I'll ask them that, why do you think this person made this decision towards you? Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe something was, they woke up late and something happened. So they weren't themselves, but you shouldn't just jump into conclusions and say, I'm not going to be kind to this person just because they were unkind to me.
At what point do parents follow their pride and apologize to their kids too? Since we are talking about act of kindness.
At what point? There isn't a point.
Okay.
You just have to be. Yeah, because you're a parent. You're just an older version of your child.
I pay the bills.
You've experienced more life.
Yeah, but I pay the bills.
So you shouldn't show kindness to your child just because, or you shouldn't apologize to your kids because you pay the bills.
Yes, because I'm the guy.
Who's your guy?
Yes, and I mean I am saying some of these things because
it happens.
It happens,
especially in our.
I am
community.
the one paying your school fees. I'm the one doing this. Please go and sit down. That's what they say.
Yeah.
At what point do we water the grounds to like? Okay, so if you want the kids to be kind to people, you are supposed to be kind to them.
Yes.
For them to understand and imbibe what you are, you know, passing on to them.
Yeah.
So at what point do we?
I think we should just swallow our pride as people, as parents, and just know that when you show your child kindness, it's going to come back to you. You know, that's why there are many instances where kids grow up and then their parents are complaining that my kid don't call me, my child, if we at school call you maintaining right? It's because you didn't foster the kindness or that relationship between the two of you. So all they have is that memory of you being hostile towards them. And now that they're independent, they don't need you to pay their school fees anymore. Why should they call you? Sometimes some parents it's attacks and why you say why you did so it's like if you're not kind to your children, you don't foster that relationship, then at the end my motto in life is you reap what you sow, right? You can be the guy, but you know in the end you may lose. That's why if you think about it, for the most part, the mothers are the ones that the kids are drawn to, right? In African home.
Okay.
Oh, I'm from mommy. Because the mothers are more, the fathers are like, yeah, I'm the guy, I'm the guy. Some fathers, right? Into the case of who wants to go to somebody who is mean and unkind, right? If you're always hostile towards your children and you're not kind, I mean, so you're reaping what you. I'm a firm believer in you reap what you sow. So if you're going to be unkind to your children, expect that in your old age, when you need your kids to be kind to you, your kids are going to be unkind to you.
Oh, so whatever you are planting
right now,
okay,
it's what you're going to get.
Beautiful. So when you are in old age and you can't walk and you were not kind.
And even if you can walk,
yeah.
But then they don't want to come to see how you're on retirement, right?
Yeah.
All your friends are with their families.
Yeah.
Your kids don't call you to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
It's a result of your own actions.
Yeah. Recently in the news, there was, this Nigerian actor, Olu Jacobs. And so the Olu Jacobs is sick, like I think dementia or something like that. And the wife was interviewed and she said she's going to stay with him till, like, you know, he's no longer on earth or he's no more. Then people came in the comment section saying, if this man had treated the wife like she didn't matter, if he wasn't kind to the wife, the wife probably wouldn't be here. Probably with her now. I'm not. When you were in your prime, you had the energy, you were not kind to me.
Oh, but that one, I beg to differ from that.
All right.
There are a lot of African men who are very unkind to their wives. That's a different topic altogether.
Yeah. And
then they get sick, and the women they're obligated. It's like it's like your duty.
Yeah.
So they take care of them.
There are some women too that will go like, nah, we can't be part of it.
But for the most part, I see women sacrificing once again, take care of the men who were unkind to them. But it's like, why in a way that's the
for better, for worse.
The father of my children. Ujan is sad, then you look bad, like, hey, this woman is. Then you become the mean person.
True.
So they just stick around just because of out of obligation, not because we're.
Not because they care.
They care. They have to do their duty.
Okay. So there is an element of I
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are some of the random acts of kindness that we can, teach ourselves?
I think overall as people, some of the things that we can do. Even when you're in the torture, and somebody comes to next to you.
Don't tell me to pay for someone. I don't have money.
If you have the money that day, do it. And pay it forward. And Obana said, there's space, but you like maybe open your legs wide, and the person is like struggling.
But I want my comfort.
But just out of kindness, just comfortable.
We can't be comfortable in that. So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes your interest should supersede someone's interest. It doesn't make me unkind. I'm just looking out for myself.
There's always an exception to everything, right?
Cool.
And as I say, if you're walking on the streets and you see somebody's under the sun, they're working and they don't have water, write them water. Sachet. Yeah, give it to them. Speaking of sachet, you have to come out soon. Hey.
They don't know. It's coming soon. But then recently, it's been in the news. They say, oh, boy, you pay your receipt.
There's no need for that.
There's no need for that.
No.
I say, when you pay receipt.
Well,
now in the subsequent, in the nearest future.
Okay, is this a business transaction?
It's not business in general. This is a prevalent, assertion on social platforms. Say, receipt because of what people have gone through. Like, I helped this one to do this, and the person, no, I don't even know you, because of people have denied some of these things. Like, they would go in their way to deny.
Oh yeah, dear. Do you need somebody to say, sir, or say, no,
but then in an instance or in situations where the person would make you feel like
when it
didn't do anything.
Okay, no. Okay, when it comes to say child support, and now money is and it's a contract.
But Brian and boys are saying, so Uto beans, my boy scratch your receipt.
Oh, and we here, and let me say, in my opinion, now so what you now we are money pakono. If I come mu,
you can feel my.
Oh, you said that so on me papa.
Yes, that's your papa now. Also, your papa.
No,
I shouldn't.
There's no need you to do the papa no. Period.
Okay.
Without you wanting to get anything back, you're just doing it because you're showing kindness to your fellow human being. When I show kindness to somebody or I give something to somebody,
you don't expect anything in return.
Nothing. Never.
Okay. So you don't believe in that session that when you pay your receipt.
I don't. My boy, however you take it, it's on you. That's it. Period.
Okay.
And life has a way of paying you back more. So
you believe in, let's leave everything in the hands of the universe. The universe.
The hands of God.
God. Okay.
Yes.
God will provide. God will sort it out. Anyway, random act of kindness. Walk me through some.
Like, 25 pesos be extra net.
My goodness.
Not as I don't remember. Maybe when I was very little. Maybe. But
she had the B. She had the B.
Oh no.
She had the B. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yonko.
Yeah.
Some of us we are living.
But I'm just saying so overall.
Okay.
If I was on a bus,
okay,
and so I have an extra 1 CD or whatever, and that day you just say, Charlie, let me just pay for somebody. I don't so needs can be I just want to brighten their day small. You pay for the person. That person too will think about that one day and hopefully will also pay it forward. Right? Until be the real who said, Charlie, it's common in the park. You can buy sachet water, bottle water, and just give the person. Say,
let me cite this story to you. There was this time that Stonebwoy walked into a studio. On a radio station. Then they have some interview, and on the interview, it was one guy. He was, this artist was owing him, I think 2,000 Ghana cedis. So Stonebwoy walked in. And they presented the case to him. Now, Stonebwoy is one of the biggest artists on this continent. So, the artist that owes the guy, is a friend or is an industry colleague. So, Stonebwoy, wanting to be a good guy, offered to pay the money. Like, let me just be kind and offload or settle the debt and move on. Now, after Stonebwoy paid the money, the guy came out. The guy that, this artist that was owing someone that he was being dragged on radio, came out to say he didn't send Stonebwoy. Why did Stonebwoy go in and pay the money? Now 2,000 Ghana cedis is not even any money that you understand. It's like Stonebwoy is trying to,
act like he's a big man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
but why did Stonebwoy pay the money to begin with?
Because he wanted to be kind. He didn't want people to drag his colleague on radio. So Stonebwoy was like, let me just pay this thing. And it's not like he said, they presented the case to him, the Stonebwoy, this one day, you have come, do something.
Yeah. I don't know. There's always two sides to a story.
There's no story again.
I just feel like maybe in this instance, if the Stonebwoy is cool with this person, and the one friend knows and say, yo, what's going on?
So Stonebwoy should have called
the other person.
Okay.
Just to consult him first before he did it.
Okay.
And then that's and say, Charlie, help me, I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to help, you want to be kind to people, you need their permission.
But in this situation, it's different.
Okay. How different is it?
You're both musicians. You're on a stage where everybody is aware, right? I just feel like the other person took as you belittling him, even though he didn't. That might not have been Stonebwoy's intention, right? But it's pride. People have pride.
Yeah.
Right? You could have just said, hey, Charlie, thank you so much. But now I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Boys or the girls will be like, oh, this guy is broke. Stonebwoy crack could 2,000 CDs, whatever.
So there is an exception to being kind.
No, there isn't.
Nah, there is.
No, there isn't.
No, there is.
There isn't.
Because you just told me.
I don't know the backstory. I don't know the story.
The backstory is he was owing someone. He was being dragged on radio.
But why is it being? Why is the presenter even bringing this up on radio?
Because we like sensationalism in our media. That's what sells.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So was Stonebwoy under pressure to pay?
Stonebwoy, do something. You know that.
So
yeah.
But he also didn't want to be like, hey, somebody is so so cheap.
Yeah, or he's. I mean,
so he felt obligated to do it. So he wasn't even coming at a place of love. Okay. It was more of I was forced to do it. So let me just do it. Image.
Okay.
It could be love. I don't know.
All right.
Right. But I don't know. I
let me just.
I would do something just because I'm putting. I don't just show kindness because I'm being forced to show kindness.
Okay.
It has to feel right in my spirit before I do it.
Okay.
And see, if I go on a radio station and tell me, say, your friend is owing some money, blah, blah, and I'm not inclined to help or do something, I won't do it. That's me. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Barbara Chumberima, what a beautiful conversation. Into your last words, Uncle.
Yes, follow us. Kindness. Out of kindness. Yes. Be kind. It's so important. I feel like it builds if everybody in the society is kind, or most of us are kind, it will take us a long way. But right? If there is a contract and the money is to fix a street, but I'm thinking about my neighbors, right? We all know everywhere in the world there's corruption, some level of corruption, right? But it's the level of corruption. If there's kindness and your base of it is kindness, hey, building the street or building that clinic, hospital will help my fellow citizens, right? Take your share, but don't take a chunk of the share.
Then it goes a long way to, put it in a situation like, a sense of community. They foster that kind of,
yes, the kindness. It's not about you and your family, right?
It's always about the interest of a lot of
people. When I say it comes back to you.
Yeah.
If you build that clinic for your people, or you fix the gutter for your people, the gutter for your people, right?
We got it.
And I say, you build that clinic for you don't know. Maybe you may think, say, God forbid, I will travel abroad, right? But sometimes life doesn't happen like that.
Yeah.
Until we are now 1 year, no. Maybe you want to
go there.
You will go there. But anywhere, and I say it's not done properly yet. You never know when something's gonna happen to you. I mean, we say this all the time, but people just don't. It's just boils down to kindness, right? And kindness has a way of growing and growing and fostering.
Tobo.
Okay, it's
we are on the right last word. Yeah, last
But I'm just saying, all of us, politicians, people, teachers, when you go to school, teachers, be kind to the kids. Even if you're having a bad day from your house and you're coming to school, when you get there, remember, say, this is our kids who are going to take over from us, right? These are kids that are going to change you have the power to change people by simply being kind. And just be kind.
Yes.
Think about it. Say, before they buy, and I say reaction they buy. Just pause and say, how is that being kind to my fellow human being? And just never know how it goes around and comes back to you. It always does.
Ladies and gentlemen, the act of kindness. Beautiful conversation. That the part that she kept referencing Trotsky, and she has never even taken Trotsky. We need to have a conversation on that. But just go out there and be kind. And yes, it's when you receive. It's not important. Do it out of your
kindness of your own heart.
Yes, you just want to do it, not because you want to make a statement or your images. Nah, bro. And yes, keep the conversation running in the comment section. Follow Parenting GH on Instagram, Threads. How are we doing on Threads?
It got stale. We did really well.
You understand?
I just went.
Right now, the app in performance is like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was just a big boom, and then.
Yeah, no, I don't even remember the last time I was there. But yes, follow us on YouTube, Parenting GH. Yes.
Parenting GH. We are working on so many different stories and.
Their content.
Content
on Instagram, they are very active on Instagram. If you want them to answer your question, anything that you need
and interact. If you read something and it's inspiring to you, comment, share, like,
and
subscribe.
Very, very. See you on the other side of things. We out.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, I'm checking my sound. Kaish. As soon tap send party Jack. Mama we are saying can you? Hey, me daba.
Ofa, pacha mama friend.
He no kwa woni abri say.
Masonya ye nana.
Na dey.
Se baby ameti ye tumi o. E na me wo fa send me sika. Di nkan wo de kosi wo bisu na nipa kura discount. Yo de ba ye nso ami koyi a e ho sem bebre. Afi kwa do mo busam sem my transaction o hoda.
Debbie. Enke chipra catch offer say on download tap send. So download tap sender or send this come away. E beba to mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send there. We are here for na baby obia. So what Europe and America, Canada. So kura Android o, so kuta iPhone o. And once we download app na two phones so. In the process, maybe say promo code dey. No boy yawa asho e basa automatically no. Ye cha £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America and Canada, ye chow $10 for free. O send this cancel yento we. Tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, neje se ukayo. Tap send. Papa no.